Welcome back to Technique Tuesday. We're a day late, but I got two great exercises for you, especially those of you returning back to running or starting a new running exercise routine, or for those of you who have been running and are starting to notice some hip and knee pain. Often we find muscle imbalances across the hip and back side of the knee that are causing some of those issues. I've ran 2 marathons, several halves, and also a half Ironman, and I've noticed some of these issues myself as I get into training. The first one is going to work on these high hip muscles and core. So the easiest way to do this is a side plank. You can go down to your elbow, legs straight, and then come up, keeping everything nice and steady and straight. Watch your hip angle. Keep your shoulders, hips, and ankles all in a line. Sometimes we get archy this way to try and cheat it. That takes our hip out of it. Instead, I want you to stay nice and straight, everything upright. Watch your head as well. We don't want to get too droopy or lazy. Keep everything active and intentional. You can start here. If that's too much, you can go to your knees. If you're feeling really good with your shoulder, you can go all the way to your hand and everything else stays tight. Typically a good starting point is 10 to 15 second hold 3 times, working your way up to doing 30 seconds or more at a time 3 times. In running, we don't get a lot of resistance or weight training. Easy thing to do, doesn't require any kind of equipment, is a lunge with a twist. Simple mechanics of a lunge is you want to step out in front of you, so you're in a split stance. And as you lunge down, the back leg, this one, my right leg, stays active. Go ahead and let it bend. Keep your knee on top of your toes. Keep that big and tall. We can twist to the side and then step back up. And then alternate. Come back down, twist to the side. Let that knee touch, but don't go down to where you're kneeling on it. Just let it touch, hold, rotate towards your bent knee forward, and then come back up. It's going to help strengthen the hamstrings, glutes, especially these muscles the glute med in men on the high hip outside. If you're running along and you notice your hips are dropping a lot, your pelvis is dropping a lot, that pulls a lot of tension on your IT band. And as our hips drop, we're going to run into more problems with that. So these are great ones to help strengthen those muscles outside of a running form technique so that you minimize the amount of exposure you have across those same muscles. Hope those two help. Look forward to more.